Welcome to day 6 of our Novena reflections. Today we will be reflecting on the 5th and 6th sorrows and joys of Saint Joseph, which are related more to his travels. His flight into Egypt and the cause for the Holy Family's return from Egypt are sorrowful experiences for Saint Joseph. Yet they are followed by the joyful overthrow of the idols in Egypt and the anticipation of a return to their homeland in Israel. Saint Joseph understands the importance of his decisions. They often involve the life or death of the child Jesus. Listen to the reading from the Gospel of St. Matthew.
Rise, take the child and his mother, and flee to Egypt, and remain there until I tell you otherwise. Herod is searching for the child to destroy him.
Notice the action verbs that the angel uses with Saint Joseph. Rise, flee, and remain there. To better understand the sense of urgency, many of us may remember school evacuation fire drills. The school bell gave continuous rings. Without hesitation, we rose from the desk, lined up, and headed out the door in silence. From frequent practice, we knew exactly what to do and where to go. Even though we were never really sure if that was just a drill or the real thing, we acted unhesitatingly in faith and obedience to the one whom we trusted. One might imagine Joseph calling out, "Mary, get up, get the child. We have to leave now."
And in the dark of night, to avoid being seen with the child, they began their journey to Egypt, a foreign country that holds painful memories for the Israelites.
Joseph trusts God completely, even though the conditions under which they flee are horrible. Herod is about to search for the child to kill him, and in order to make sure that this is accomplished, in his fear and jealousy, Herod orders every male child 2 years and under to be killed. The life of the child Jesus, already a wonder and amazement, is being turned upside down. Saint Joseph's life is often marked by angelic visitations that are concerned with immediate moments. We then hear of Joseph continually consenting to what is asked of him. With deep faith and strong hope, he puts his hand to the plow and never looks back. Saint Joseph knows the one who has called him. His faith is not mere acceptance. His obedience marks him as a minister of salvation, since at that crucial moment, all salvation was placed in his hands. In that relationship which Saint Joseph had formed with God, Joseph knew how to walk in darkness. His obedience opened him to listen to the voice of God, and in trust, he would go forward in silence. Within a few years, Saint Joseph would return from Egypt and make his journey to Nazareth, where the Holy Family would settle and raise the child Jesus. As we look at the sixth sorrow and joy of Saint Joseph, we read the final dream revealed to him by the angel. Listen to the angel's message found in the Gospel of St. Matthew.
But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared in sleep to Joseph in Egypt, saying, Arise, and take the child and his mother, and go into the land of Israel, for they are dead that sought the life of the child.
The angel again appears to Saint Joseph, ordering him to rise, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel. So Joseph took his family to the district of Galilee and settled in the city of Nazareth. Jesus is totally entrusted to Saint Joseph. What relief Joseph must have experienced, knowing that it was safe to go back to his own homeland. Yet at the same time, what sorrow Joseph must have felt in knowing of the killing of the multitude of innocent children. We also see Joseph's sorrow and sadness as he realizes it may not be safe to return to his own hometown. Let us listen to the final dream of Joseph, recorded in the Gospel of St. Matthew.
Joseph heard, however, that Archelaus had succeeded his father Herod as king of Judea, and he was afraid to go back there. Instead, because of a warning received in a dream, Joseph went to the region of Galilee. There he settled in a town called Nazareth. In this way, what was said through the prophets was fulfilled. He shall be called a Nazarene.
In all these early events in Joseph's life, the angel never reveals the way in which Jesus would save his people from their sins. Like all parents, Mary and Joseph raised their child without ever knowing the larger picture. Throughout his life, and with the courage that comes from trusting in God, Saint Joseph possesses the lowliness and the humility of heart that we experience in Jesus' own heart.
As you spend quiet time with St. Joseph, ask for the grace of faith and trust when you are prompted to make difficult decisions.
As we close today's reflection, you are invited to pray the Novena prayer together.
What consolation I feel, O my amiable and powerful protector, to hear your servant Saint Teresa assure us that no one has ever invoked you in vain, and that all those who have true devotion to you and invoke your assistance with confidence have always been answered. Animated by a similar confidence, I have recourse to you, O worthy spouse of the Virgin of Virgins. I take refuge at your feet, and though I am a sinner, I present myself before you. Reject not my humble prayers, O you who have borne the glorious name of the Father of Jesus, but listen favorably to them, and deign to intercede for us with him who vouchsafed to be called your Son, and who has always honored you as his Father. Amen.